This National Disability Employment Awareness Month, I want to talk about transferable skills. So, what are transferable skills? We think of many things as transferable: leadership, management, communications, attention to detail. I learned a lot in the Army, and I'm glad that I had that experience. I've taken so much with me throughout my life. The first thing I learned as an Army officer that I was a soldier and leader first. I wasn't an intelligence officer first. I was a leader first. And I was expected to lead in any situation that I may be put in. It didn't matter if I was in an intelligence setting or a security setting. And most companies know that if they hire a military leader, they're getting a great leader. And that's because that's a transferable skill. And I can lead anywhere. So when I see jobs that are advertised and they ask for 15, 20 years of experience only in healthcare, I think, wow, you really are missing out on a lot of diversity of thought. And there are many people just like me out there who have suffered a disability later in life, and maybe they have some physical limitations that are forcing them out of the career field that they had chosen. Does that mean that they have to start over again because it's a different field? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I think that's what we're missing. Another great lesson learned from the Army: when we did not have diversity of thought, when everybody was just agreeing with the commander, when everybody came in from the exact same position, when no one challenged assumptions, we did poorly. So we changed that. My favorite job throughout my whole life was working on a red team. We were built as a diverse team. We brought in people from various walks of life, offering various perspectives, challenging the way people think. We really dug deep. And because of that change, we became far more successful in our endeavors. So, what are you doing in the workplace to advocate for diversity of thought? Can this help hire disabled individuals? Absolutely. So, if you're in healthcare and you see somebody who's run a very successful division somewhere outside of healthcare, maybe you could use that perspective. Maybe that person will come in and see things in a different way. I love the old saying: when you walk into the monkey cage at the zoo, you immediately realize it stinks. But after you stand there for a while, you kind of forget it stinks and you just stop smelling it. It's not until somebody else walks in the monkey cage and says, "Oh my goodness, it stinks," that you realize the smell is bad. So if you're not hiring people with transferable skills from different industries, maybe think about that again. Because imagine the kind of a diversity of thought, imagine the kind of perspective you'll get from someone who has not been doing the same thing over and over again for 20 years. Someone who understands that you may have done things this way for the past 30 years, but maybe there's a better way. So, when you're thinking about hiring disabled, don't just think about hiring a disabled person. Think about hiring somebody from a different perspective who has transferable skills, who can come in and offer you some diversity of thought and challenge those assumptions and make your workplace, a more successful place.